YouTube Live working.
Sweet.
Alright, stream URL. Now how do I send this? Share. Alright, here's Zach. Tell me what
About 2:30, or about half an hour. Yes, sir. About 2:30. Oh yeah, I'm getting it. What? All right. I can hear it on the YouTube. What? All right. I can hear it on the YouTube. Pretty good.
I can't see the boats, what they're doing on that screen. Let's go to the rate. Let's go to the video for that.
All right, I'm going to give you a countdown, okay?
Okay. Can you see me in the screen and all?
Right now you're on the boat, right? I can see you, and I will talk to you once you start your intro.
Yeah, they're on the back stretch right now. This race is almost over.
Okay, just say, all right, guys, we're in the middle of the race. Here's what's going on. Right?
Yeah, okay.
All right, in 5, 4, 3.
Hey guys, we're in the middle of the first race. Sorry, we had a little technical difficulty. It's very hard to make these things happen out here on the water. But right now we have, oh, I need the screen there, guys, with the boats on it. And then we'll have, it looks like we're on the back stretch, maybe rounding off the back stretch here. I can't see at this moment what boat's going where. Looks like maybe a finish coming. See what's happening here. We're a little high on the drone, boys, so we'll have to get down in there a little closer. But in this first race, we have Julian, Zach, and Leland, and we've got trying to figure out where we are on the course here. Without following it from the start, it's even hard there, even though we make it real hard to follow, or real easy to follow. So we're on the, looks like we've got a boat coming around to the last finish. Can't really see what's happening here. This is boat 8 that we're on. This is Leland and Hunter's boat. They're rounding a mark. It looks like the next to last mark, or maybe even they're stretching away to the finish at this moment. They won the Fairhope 1. We're at Fairhope 2, Fast Eddie Series, Mini Series Fairhope 2. And these were the Fairhope 1 winners. It looks like they might be way out in the lead if they're the lead boat here. Can we pan out a little bit here and see what we got going on? I can't follow the tracker right now. We're having a little difficulty on the tracker, and we're too far up on that one. Can't really tell where we are. It looks like that is Leland and Hunter in the lead there, or there is a boat in the lead. From this angle, I can't tell what boat it is. We're gonna have to get a little closer, but that is a boat on the last stretch, the last run there, the last little reach. See, this is the 2 boat here. This is Julian and Hudson. Just did a jibe, a tack actually there. They did a little tack there. Not sure where they're on the course here. We got to get a little better angle in here. And I can't tell what boat's what in that angle, so we'll have to get us a little different angle here going from maybe the boats. Today we're doing a little practice broadcast. Tomorrow we're going to have it a little dialed in better. Just kind of helping follow along here. And when you don't follow from the start, it's very, very difficult, even with the all left turns and no upwind. But it looks like this is 2 headed for the finish, number 2. Looks like that's Julian and Hudson headed for the finish, because when you're headed at the pier, you're definitely headed at the finish. They're having optimal foiling action there. We are running with the reef in the sail. It may have to come out if they're having trouble foiling there. This breeze has been building, so we put a reef in to make sure the boats are not overpowered and able to still fly and not too much to handle. You have too much sail up there, it's too hard to handle and keep the boat in the water, and they come flying all the way out. So it looks like we may have a little bit of a little heavy air setup with a little, just breaching that point right now. So the lead there with the boats and the sailors to make sure that we're not giving them too much to handle at one time. But it looks like we had a finish of Leland and Hunter, or Julian and Hudson won that race. Is that the number 2 boat there? Captain get there. Yeah, that's 2 stripes. So the 2 stripes means that's the 2 boat, and that is Julian and Hudson. They're rounded up first up there waiting on their swap. What we'll do is they'll swap the guys out, and then the next round we'll have Jeff, Matthew, and Cruz out on the boats. Jeff will be on boat 2, Matthew will be on boat 3, and Cruz will be on boat 8. And we'll get those guys swapped out. Looks like that was a second place finish there. Just finishing up. Can't see the angle there, but it looks like it's probably going to be your 3 boats, but hard to tell. I'm just going by the swap boat getting in position there. That is the 3 boat they are coming into. The pink triangle is our 3 boat. And then the 8 boat has a 8 ball on it. So it looks like the 8 ball on your pool table. There's a circle with an 8 in the middle of it. Can't really, I don't see them yet. We definitely are swapping boat 2 and boat 3 at the moment. Looks like boat 2 is swapped. So boat 2 has now got Jeff and his crew on the boat. And they'll get the boat checked out. They'll have 5 minutes to check out the boats. It'll start when all boats are swapped. So the guy getting there swapped first, he's getting a little extra time to check his boat out and make sure everything's right. And then we'll go into a 7-minute sequence, which means for the first 5 minutes, they're gonna be checking out their boat, flying it around, making sure it's working properly. If they have a problem, they're gonna be able to raise their hand, breakdown boat will come over, fix their problem, everything will freeze. Then when they're repaired, they'll go back to it, and we'll get into the racing sequence back again. If nothing happens in 5 minutes, we go into 2 minutes before the start, and they will take off and fly away. If I'm looking at it correctly, we now have a swap on the 3 boats. So now the 3 boat has Matthew and his crew on it, and we will from there be peeling, looking around and see where the 8 boat is. I believe they 8 boats should be in a swap mode at this moment. And this unofficial results, I don't have an official result from the committee boat yet, but it looks like we had a 2-3-8, but I am not 100% sure on that. Let's see what the guys on the boat tell us what the order of finish there was. What was our order of finish on that? Okay. So that is an official, that is official. Julian and Hudson won the first race. Zach and Andrew came in second, and Leland and Hunter came in third. Very nice situation there. Now we have, this will take usually within about 10 or 15 minutes, we're back into racing. So in between things, we'll like to give us a little thank you to our sponsors. We can come up here on me real quick. And we've got the Blind Tiger hosting us with the marina and our broadcast table here, and our wonderful A-Game product here. The A-Game has come out with a new bottle, the new label, so when you're going out to the stores looking for your A-Game, come get you, make sure you recognize the new bottle. Hold on a second. So we got a little bit of a delay here. We're shaking the reefs out. We're getting us a little more sail area so the flight can get a little higher on the boats. And you know, when we shake the reef, it's going to get some more wind in there, so it's going to get exciting. This next heat, Jeff is not racing, so we have only boat 3 and boat 8 racing. It'll be Matthew racing crews, Matthew and his crew racing crews and his crew. Boat 8 and boat 3 will be racing. So looks like we're going to have the reefs out here shortly and go into our 7-minute sequence. And I should have us a little better input here shortly from out on the water. But it looks like we've got both the reefs look to be out of the boats, at least the 2 boats that we're going to have sailing in this race. And we're getting a much more flight pattern here, looking a little better on takeoff there. And we are now in the middle of getting the sequence started. It looks like the guys are going to be teeing up the 7 minutes and getting this race started here shortly. Thanks again to our guys at the Blind Tiger. Nice, beautiful marina here. We got a nice little spot to do our broadcast, and they let us have beautiful, wonderful bushwhackers in the afternoon. Come down here, watch the sunset, get you some bushwhacker. Of course, I'm not drinking a bushwhacker now, unfortunately. And we have, what do we got going on here? It appears that we are about to get this thing rocked up again and go out. How far out are we there, guys?
I'm gonna pay our bill.
It's good.
All right, we're back here with the second race. We just went into the 7-minute sequence. We got boats 3 and 8 racing, boat 2 sitting out. We had a team that didn't make the weekend, so we have a boat that's sitting out for this race. Matthew and Cruz are racing. Boat 3 is Matthew, boat 8 is Cruz, and looks like we're getting the boats in the 5-minute sequence so they can check out their boats. They're going to be flying around, enjoying themselves, making sure their boat's properly working so that when the 2-minute gun goes, they're setting up to race. Let's see if we can see one of the boats ripping around as he's warming up there. Get down on that guy. There we go. Look at number 8. What is that? 8? Yeah, there's 8. Nice foiling situation. Got a little bit off the foils there on his jibe, but that was a pretty quick little job around and get not quite back up foiling yet, but they'll be out there practicing that and getting ready, checking the boat out for the next few minutes, and then we'll cut back in here with you as soon as we get into the 2-minute sequence. I'll be back on to give you a little highlight on that. Hello, how's it going today? Doing a little warm-up move there, getting ready. Looks like they need a little bit more breeze to kick in here, get a little bit more height in the boats. But it looks like they're now set up, ready to rock and roll. They're just kind of getting ready to get into the 2-minute here shortly. Let's check in with the race committee and see how they're doing with the
8, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, 2 minutes.
Now we have 2 minutes, so they're going to be teeing up, getting in their spot to get ready to run at the line. They'll get back far as they feel they need to be with the speeds they're reaching as they're warming up, and they'll do a run at the line and try to nail it here, and that'll begin. It just started the 2 minutes warning, so 2 minutes goes fast when you're on the boat. It's a little slow when we're up here in the booth. All right. Looks like number 3 is taking the turn to line up at it. They feel like they're far enough away. See where 8 is. He should be somewhere right near him. I don't see him. Let's see what we got. All right, he's back at the turning mark, so he gave himself plenty of run-up room. And let's see what we've got going on here. Boat 8 still not in the picture here. See where he is. He must be out back. He's going to try and come a little faster at the line, I think, here. He's a little further back. So boat 3 is a little closer. He's going to try to pop it up on the foils closer to the start, where it looks like boat 8 is back out behind him. He's going to do the full run at it, it appears. Not sure where he is, but he's back there behind 3. And there he is. He's back there a good distance. He's definitely going to do the run-up game. He's up on the foil, headed at it. Which truly is the smartest way to start these boats. at your fastest speed.
6, 5, 4, 3, 1, start.
There was a start. It looks like everybody's all clear. 8 was a little late there, looks like. 3 is late, maybe right on time there. It was a little close. He was late on the foils for sure. He's off and going now. 3 is foiling away from the start line. He was late. 8 was very late. Looks like the boys were a little far off of their estimation on when to hit the line. But it's better to be late than a few minutes late than be over, because over costs a whole lot of time turning around and going back. So now we have a good race. It looks like number 8's catching fast. He is up out of the water, flying hard. Cruz just ripping down there to the first mark. Going to come on. It looks like he's trying to decide if he's going to go inside or outside of him. If it was me, I'd go outside there. It's easier to maneuver outside, but there he goes. He's going to stay. He's going to keep holding him out. He's going to hold him out. Going to try and get up here and make us a little turn here. We'll have our jibe. The first jibe on the course will be right here. They just harden up, and then here's the jibe coming in. It looks like 3 is still, Matthew is still in the lead there at the next mark. Cruz is chosen to go wide and try and stay on the foils. And he is very close to staying through the foil move. That was almost a foiling jibe there. Look at that, that was great. He's on the inside now, but he fell off the foils, and now we hit the backstretch. This is where the boats reach peak speed. When they hit on the backstretch, it's just a straight beam reach to the next mark. Cruz looks like he's having a little trouble getting back on the foils there. He came in too tight. He went wide and then went in tight again, so he's kind of put himself in a little bit of a hard place to take off from, and it looks like number 3 and Matthew have blasted off from him. They are just ripping away. Tomorrow we'll add in the speeds here. We'll see if we can work in on our speeds and our timing better on this screen for you. Like I said, first time we're broadcasting. I'm even out here doing it, so it's a lot of fun not being out there on the water with the guys. It's nice to have a team that can finally do the whole race committee and race game without me on the water. We did our setup this week without me on the setup scene, which was very nice. So it looks like Matthew is ripping down this back stretch. He's breaking over 10. He's breaking over 18 knots there, my guess. But we'll get us some of that knowledge here shortly, and have us a better screen here for tomorrow. But this looks great. He is foiled off. Looks like something may be going on with boat 8 over there. He still hasn't gotten back in the game here. He made that turn, and things did not go well after it. Boat 3 is just ripping away to a easy finish here and having a blast out there on the back stretch. He's definitely peaking out of the 18, and we probably, he's reaching 18, 19 knots in this breeze. We probably got 12, 14 knots somewhere in that range here. The boys are going to give me a lot more data tomorrow to play with up here, and it's going to be a lot more fun for me. So stay tuned for tomorrow. And then here's one of our swap boats waiting to change out to boat 3 as he sees his boat is way out in the lead. He's getting himself in position so we can keep racing going. Good job there, swap boat 3. And here we come. It looks like they have rounded the backstretch mark. They've got one more mark to round, and then they'll shoot straight on a reach to the finish. Right here, he's doing a little bit of a, you can almost call that upwind. That's about the only upwind you have on our courses. We do all left turns, just like a NASCAR track. Looks like boat 8 was coming back in it here. He's got the thing back up flying again. Hopefully everybody on the boat's okay, and there was something that, whatever caused him a delay there has gotten worked out. He's rounding on around and coming in. He's kept it almost on the foils there. 3 has rounded his last mark. And so Matthew is on the reach to the finish here, and it's like he's going to get a nice, clear, easy finish. He basically at the second mark there, he safely maneuvered through the jibe and took off first, and as a result, he really stretched away quickly with a win there against number 8 with Cruz on board. Cruz with a second, looks like he's going to get. He's got number 3 is up on full plane now, ripping away. Cruz is finally getting around his last mark and getting his boat flying onto the reach to the finish. And now we're going to have a solid confirmed number 1 for boat 3 and number 2, or place 2 for boat 8 with Cruz Dabney. And we'll be right back with you to watch how this unfolds on the next race. All right, we're here on race 3 with a 2-minute warning. It's a 2-minute warning going on. They're lining up and picking their spot where they're going to start fulling from at the line. We got in boat 2, Ewan and his crew. In boat 3, we have Darby and his crew. And in boat 8, we have Zane and his crew. So we've got 3 locked and loaded sailors ready to rock and roll here. And they're lining up, picking their spot with the 2-minute warning already blasted. We're getting ready for race number 3. So this is the 3rd race of the first heat. So we'll redo that heat again when the boats will shuffle around. We'll do this 3 times. And from there, we'll have our round 1 finish in our tournament. So we're working on the 2-minute warning here. And we'll get that clock put at you a little bit better tomorrow so we can see it. We had a little difficulty transposing that. Then we'll have it from there. Let's see, looks like the boats are lining up there, getting ready to pick their spot. We're coming down to inside of a minute, I believe, here. See if we can't, yep, they're getting close. They're getting the luff up. Nobody's full on fulling at the line yet, so we'll see how that goes. All boats have kind of picked their own lane. They're giving each other plenty of room. No jockeying, playing games like the sailing traditional.
10, 9, 8,
7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. There's your start.
all clear, all clear, all clear.
All boats were clear. And now we are racing to the first mark with, it looks like boat 3 and boat, can't tell if that's 8 or 2 there. It looks like 2 to me. You know, we got the blind man trying to see here and see that, yep, that's 2 stripes. There she is. Boat 2 in the lead with Ewan on board. Looks like boat 3, Darby in second and Zane in third. And this run to the first mark as they now fall off a little bit, run out to the second mark. The speeds are really jumping up there. They have high speeds in that bearway. Those speeds should be, you know, way up in the peaks of the 19 to 20 when they're bearing away there. It's a fast maneuver. You got to hold on. And now here we come with the jibe. Let's see who can stay in the air. Well, boat 2 turned a little sharp to be in the air and stay in the air, but they have the capability to put it right back in the air quick. So if you're boat 3, you want to get in there and turn and stay in the air as much as you can so you can catch that too. But they did a tight turn as well, not staying in the air. Looks like boat 8 is taking a very drastic turn there, and that is going to put him right on his bottom and very hard to make through the turn there, flat on your bottom. And but the 2 is just raging away here on the back stretch. Oh, Ewan has it down pat. If you let him get to the back stretch in the lead, it's very hard to catch him. He is a fast young man. And then we have this back stretch. They're reaching away. The boats fly the best and the easiest right there on that back stretch. And we have lots of exciting passes that happen there. But you got to stay close in that turn. If you let the guy get away from you in that turn, it's real hard to catch him when he's out there raging down the back stretch on you. So each boat pretty much spread out equally as how fast they got the boat back in the air after that turn into the back stretch. And you know, the guys from there, all their sailing days, they still try to make that sharp turn. Where in the fulling boats, we should make a wide turn there and keep it in the air. Really go off faster than landing it down in that sharp turn. But the guys are working at it. They're learning the boats. The fast eddies, what it's for is to learn how to fly under control so that when we do launch our NAPSAR series inside the stadium, we can all safely fly around and not, they get their flying card here so they can fly inside. So this is where they learn to do all those fancy maneuvers and things happening, and at these speeds are really a whole different game. let's see here. It looks like Ewan has made his turn off the back stretch. He went fairly wide. He may have kept it up there in that tack or very close to it because he's back full in already. Headed for the last last little bit of bearway he'll have to go to the finish. And that looks like number 3 coming around right behind him. It went real tight at on the bottom tack, but Darby can get it right back up in the air very fast there, and he'll just squirt on away here as number 8 comes in real tight again. Not even full in there. He's pulled himself off the foil somehow on the back stretch, which is very unfortunate that you're not on the foils at the back stretch there. That's a good place to be foiling. And Ewan is walking away with this one in boat 2, and it is a pretty drastic lead he's got there now, and that will be a solid finish for Ewan in boat 2 in the first place position here. He could come off the foils and they're still not catching him there. That's a very nice runaway. Look, I see the bottom here in Mobile Bay. That's a very unique thing here as our water collects from the 5 rivers here into the bay. It looks like we're going to have a 2 out of the 3rd boat. Ewan was an official winner on that race. The race committee's got the course nice and stretched out. They're getting a nice full lap out there. Well over almost 2 miles of racing through that course.
Second is boat number 3.
Second comes in with the confirmation of Darby and on boat 3, and that'll go ahead and automatically give us the 3rd place for Zane in boat 8. And we will be right back with you as they swap and change boats, and we will get you reloaded for the second round of this round, the second heat of this round. So this is round 1. Heat 1 is completed. Now we'll be moving to heat 2. The next boats will line up and get going here. They'll hot swap, and we'll be right back with you. All right, we're inside 2 minutes now on heat one of the quarterfinals. We did a really fast round robin this morning to kind of warm up everything, and now we're going into what we call the quarterfinals. It'll be 6 rounds of racing, and it'll be everybody racing each other on each one of the different boats. This is where all the races count. The races before count, but they really their points are very low. So now we're into what would be considered in a regular tournament series at the quarterfinals. And we've got Matthew on boat 2, we've got Julian on boat 3, and we got Zane on boat 8. And they are inside the 2-minute warning, getting down inside of 1 minute, and they will be getting ready to aim at the line here shortly. They're all kind of teed up, they've picked their spot. It looks like one of them is kind of deciding if he wants to stay on the inside or trying to get over it. No, he's going to stay there. And we have on the closest to us, it looks like we've got, what is that, boat 2 or boat 3? Let's see, boat 2 is in here on the inside, boat 3 in the middle, and boat 8 is up close to the mark. Boat 8 is over there jockeying with 3. He's just wasting his time in this kind of environment in racing, but he's decided he wanted the middle instead of the outside there, or the inside lane. And we've got a start heating up, and there's our start with all clear. Start with all clear. And 3 in the lead with Julian taking off right there in front of 8. And Matthew, boat 2, looks like he's way up too close to the boat there, and boat 3 is flying, Julian up in the air. Instead of hitting the line flying, they played the jockey game and who's going to get to fly first. And Julian won the who's going to fly first race. And now we've got 2 other boats having a hard time getting in the air. No matter how much you tell them, hey, come at the line in the air, they all think they know better. So we'll let them learn the hard way. Julian lifted it up quickly. And it looks like 8, Zane, is having a hard time getting her up. She's about to get up. And yeah, we've got Julian just ripping away from the fleet there, rounding his first bear away here shortly. And he has gone through the jibe and kept it in the air. He is really going to leave him. He is going to leave him gone. He pulled a foiling jibe on him. Now he's hardened up to the back stretch, and he is gone. Oh, the boat came down at the end of the jibe, but there will not be touching him unless they can do the same thing. And they're still on the second leg there. Looks like the boat 8 is coming in there. Zane's coming in to try and get in there and challenge him, but that tight turn in there at the mark in your traditional sailing way is not going to get you there. It's too long to get back in the air, and he's already flying. He went through full in on you, and he's almost half the leg ahead of you there. Zane, we've got to get you into full in boats more often there, buddy. Traditional sailing turns are not going to get you there. So here we go. We got Julian just ripping away down the back stretch. He will soundly take this all the way down and around. Going to be very hard to catch him there. Very hard to catch him. Looks like 2 is still having problems over here getting to the back stretch. Got to have to sheet in there a little bit, buddy. You got your sails out, and you got to have some power there in that sail to get around that mark. But here we are back with Julian pulling away with the lead, and it's just not relenting any at all. He's just driving away. No way you're going to catch him. And let's see if he can pull off him a full in jibe here at the end. Here, he got him attacked. He just landed it very slowly at the end there, but he did pull off that full in jibe there into the back stretch, and that's why he has such a lead. Look at that lead. I mean, it's almost it's over half a leg there. Here he comes. He's going to go in with the harden up. Harden up, stayed on the foils, no problem there. It's generally an easy thing to do, to harden up and stay on the foils. He's going to be in a little bit. He's turned early. Let's see how it works for him. I like the move. He did touch the bottom down on his tack, but that tack is going to be a nice rip away. Should be easy. Oh, that was the tack move. I'm sorry. I was one behind. I had him coming off, but he did a very good tack. Almost stayed completely in the air. Back fulling very fast after it. And he's just going to be very hard to catch that way. The name of the game in this boat, first name of the game is to fly. Second is to turn in the air. And when you do those things together and stay in the air, you're very hard to catch. There he is. He's a full leg ahead of the rest of the fleet. And we've got boat 8 back there still trying to foil as Matthew foiled right by him, left him in the dust. So if you're not in the air, you're not going to do very well in this race, especially when all the other boats can fly. So it looks like we got Julian coming in here with his finish. Going to be finishing strong in the air, foiling. Julian and Hudson just ripping away the team of hammerheads. And the hammerheads are bringing it home in a big way, over a leg ahead of the rest of the fleet. And mainly because he kept it in the air, kept it in the air, kept it in the air. Minor touches in their turns, in their jobs, in their foil, and their tacks, which of 2 you make on the course, and that really gives you a big lead. So Julian and Hudson with the victory there. They're racking up a couple of bullets today. That's the second one I've written down for them today. So Julian and Hudson a little bit of catching fire this morning, or this afternoon here in Fairhope at the Mini Series 2 for the Fast Eddie Cup. And we're going to wind up with a winner of the series this weekend, and the prize money of 10 grand is going to be given away this weekend. So come out, watch us, see what's happening. The wind's going to be perfect, the flight's going to be going on, and the boys are going to be having a good time. Let's see here. It looks like 2 may have. Where is 2 here? It looks like 2 has passed 8. 2 is definitely flying to the finish here, they've got a little bit of a bow high action there. Too much weight in the back, guys. The way these boats work, if you flatten them out, level them out, they fly much higher, much better. There you go. See, they've got their nose down. They've got control of the boat. They're above the waves now. They're having a cup of tea and sailing to the finish line, besides trying to fight that wave and be down in there with it. And there's a solid 2 for the 2 boat and Matthew. And then boat 8 is somewhere out there in the back, having some problems taking off there. But he's in the air. He's flying away. And then boat 8 coming down here, finally in the air for his finish, and we'll get him on into the swap mode. And there's where it's fun, guys, where the boat is just up in the air, flying away, just sitting on the rail, having a blast, enjoying the last leg of the race. Unfortunately, you are the only one still on the race. But that was a good time, I know. All right, guys, and we're going to cut away while they do their hot swap and we change out the teams. We're going to have Ewan on boat 2, Cruz on boat 3, and Zach on boat 8 in the next race coming up here in roughly about 10 to 15 minutes. And All right, we're back. We're about under 2 minutes to go before the race on Heat 2 of the first round here. We've got Ewan in boat 2, Cruz in boat 3, and Zach in boat 8. We're coming in here to the start here shortly, and our drones are taking position. The boats are getting in their spot to line up for the line, and hopefully we've got some guys that decided they want to foil at the start and not sit around and wait and trying to creep up there and foil at the gun. You want to be foiling when the gun hits, in my opinion. So let's see what we got going on with that. Where you got the drone coming onto the course here now. He's got vision on the start coming around here, and it looks like we've got going into 2 minutes here. We're going to need a closer look at the start here when we get a chance. See where the boats are lining up. Boats are now lining up over here. They are picking their lane. We should be able to get in here and see who's where. It looks like the boat 3 is closest to us. Is that the boat 3 there? Oh yeah. Boat 3 there, he's the closest to us. And we have boat 8 is in the middle, and boat 2, all clear start. Boat 2 and Darby are in the furthest from us. Boat 8 is in the middle, and boat 3 is closest to us. That's Cruz close to us, Zane in boat 8, or Zach in boat 8, and Ewan in boat 2. So now, oh, I'm sorry, I'm in the wrong race. We now have Matthew in race on boat 2. No, we're in the right race. We're in Heat 2. We got Ewan on 2, Cruz on 3, and Zach on 8. This is going to be a really great race. Cruz started up close to the boat. Kind of hard to do on this course with such a long race with a long start line the way we have it set. It's hard to get down to the first mark there if you start it by the boat. That middle, there's 3 defined lanes, and all of them are nice and fast and easy to make happen. But you get too far up there by the boat, it's hard to get down. It looks like boat 8 has come out of that first rip out to the first mark. Zach and Andrew here with Flying Turtles making their first move here, and they put the jibe down on the bottom, and it's gonna take a minute to build back. This is now your turn to catch them. We have, who's gonna do it? Cruz and Zach, or where? Cruz and Ewan here. Where's Ewan with boat 2? Is he the one that set it down there? Let's see here. Got to get a little closer there. I can't. The blind man here in front of you can't see that far away. So we have. It looks like Ewan here from this angle. Just the style of sailor there. Could be boat 2, I would believe. Yep, that is boat 2. Looks like he's nice and fulling away. Where is there? Is there a boat in front of him there? Let's see what we got there. There's boat 2 and 3 are definitely easy to see there. I can't find where 8 is. 8's way out ahead of him, it looks like. Looks like Zach has put on a clinic here around that first leg out there and got on that back stretch and just left him sitting. So we got Ewan trying to put away Cruz here on boat 3. Looks like he's gotten kind of locked in here and got a nice little fly. He's ripping down the back stretch, but Cruz is not going away. He's hanging in there. He's gotten in there. He's a little higher up on the course than Ewan. He may have sailed a little further distance there. That may be how Ewan's staying a good ahead of him. But Zach and the Flying Turtles are just ripping away. Ewan with the frozen iguanas, he's back there trying to get to him. He's smelling at him. He's trying. He doesn't like that second place back there, so you know he's giving it everything he's got. But I think that slip away that he was given on that start is pretty hard to get back. Zach is peeling away. It looks like Zach's made his turn to head back towards the upwind maneuver there. He's tacked over. Ewan's coming in right behind him, probably several seconds back. He's chosen to go a little further, see if he can get him a foiling tack in this game. Did he pull it off? I don't know here. What is that? Oh, he stayed up there. He's ripping away off the tack. It just might not be enough. It'll be enough to keep him ahead of Cruz, but I don't think it'll be enough to catch Zach. It was a very good tack, very good. Cruz went way out trying to keep it in the air. The only problem is he went too far out. That's a long way to sail there, and Ewan's just running away from him. So is Zach. You might give it a little distance, but not that much. That's a little bit extra there. But he'll figure it out. Second time around the track here for the day. So each time around they get faster and faster and better. So looks like Ewan has made his final move at the, I think we definitely have number 8. Looks like he's put that away. He's finished the race. Is that correct there? There he is finishing the race there. Flying across the finish line, taking first place, boat 8. With Zach and Andrew on board with the Flying Turtles. And then we'll have 2 with Ewan and the Frozen Iguanas there. Oh, that's boat 3 coming in here. He's probably going to get up here and maybe try to challenge Ewan a little bit here. But I think that Ewan's marvelous tack there and peel away immediately has just locked it up for him. Yeah, so we got, we had Ewan come in second there, and Cruz in third. Just a little bit overstanding there, trying to get into that flight zone where you can get the maneuver, flying maneuvers, and Cruz and Joe will figure that one out. They're good sailors, young guys. Won't take them long to figure out how to stay in the air there. And we will be cutting back to you once they get their swaps done and the next race on. All right, we're here at Heat 3, and we've got Darby in boat 2 and Leland in boat 8. We're inside of the 2-minute warning. We're coming in on the course, and they should be lining up at their final stages to make a run at the line. Darby is notorious for picking his spot out and hitting the line foiling. Let's see if he and Leland like to do that. So let's see if they are in here in the position to get there. Looks like they're wound up. They're out there at the distance, getting ready. They're lining up for it. The boats are now starting to aim at the line. So we're probably under a minute here or close to it. And we will be watching the boats get in the air and make their move for the line here real shortly. And at the moment they decide that it is time to make a run at the line, they're looking at the clock on their boat. We're running the Vaqueros race sense with the Vaqueros on the boat, so they're looking exactly right. We got 30 seconds before the start here. So at this point they'll start making their move. Here within the next 10 to 15 seconds, we should start seeing some flight out of them. Here we go. They're making their move. They're winding the boats up now. The boats will be taking off shortly.
10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Start. All clear, all clear.
All clear. All boats were clear. Foiling start. They were really barely foiling, but they're there, and they're making their way at the first mark. Here we need to get some flight out, boys. Put them on the. There they go. They're starting to get out of the air now. It looks like boat 8 is flying as well as boat 2. They're neck and neck up here to the first mark, with boat 2 a slight lead on the inside here. It looks like the inside line has been really fast. It also gives you the rights when you're coming in here to make your choice of the bearway. They're on the bearway there now. They've bared away. They're headed at Mark 2. Mark 2 will be a full jibe, and we'll see who decides to go tight and who sees if they can stay in the air through the jibe. Both boats look like they're deciding who's going to go lead around. Like boat 8 had a little high nose action when he was preparing to jibe and set it down, and boat 2 ripped the jibe and is gone. So yet again, Darby rips his jibe at the backstretch and is peeling away from Leland like it's a different race here. And Leland's trying to get it back down and flying and get inside there and put some speed on him, but I think that we've got a runaway here with that beautiful jibe that Darby made. Darby ripped the jibe there onto the backstretch, and he is just building speed and running away. But Leland's doing a good job of hanging with him. He's got it back up to speed, and we're coming in here for what will be a tack into the wind a little bit here. And this backstretch race is shaping out here. Looks like Leland might be making a little ground here. He's on the inside. He's got the boat flying, and he's peeling in hard, trying to freaking get in there on the next turn to make a difference here on this backstretch. They're definitely hiked out hard, got the boat flying nice and low and fast, and we just need to get them. They're trying their hardest to catch up there and catch Darby. But Darby's got him a nice run out, and he's got a pretty good lead. He's out a little far, so he's got to start working his way towards the mark a little bit. He's definitely got the outside line going, and let's see if he can pull off his tack in the air. Here he comes to it. He's got it. He's coming up on it. He's got his harden up. He's harded up. Let's see if he can get that tack flying. He's getting the boat nice and high. He's trying to keep it. Oh, he set it down. He set it down. Come on, boys. How fast can you get it back? Here comes Leland. He's going to try to make the move on you. Oh, he had to make a move to the mark, and it's not as good. He was too tight. There we go. His turn. He went a little wide. He sailed the extra distance. Gave Darby a chance to stay ahead of him. Who can get it back flying fastest? That's going to be the biggest thing. Who can make it fly faster? Darby's trying. They're pumping on it. And he's going to get the win here. Darby with the win. Finally got her back up in the air as he finished the race. And Darby with the win on the 2-boat. Leland with the second. Not far behind him, but just never really got past him after he did that amazing job on him. That was just a wonderful job to the backstretch. Darby deserved to win there. Good job, Darby, with that wonderful job. All right, and we'll be back. They're going to be swapping up the boats. We'll be back, and we'll have Matthew on boat 2, and we'll have Ewan on boat 8, and boat 3 will be sitting out at the next race. Round 2 of the quarterfinals is beginning, and now we're going to have the 2-boat race with Matthew on boat 2 and Ewan on boat 8. So this is going to be a Matthew and Ewan race. Matthew is a local boy from Fairhope. He and his crew are members of the Fairhope Yacht Club, and they do. They're sailing out here on the bay often. So when you got the local knowledge, sometimes you got to look out for those guys. But the Ewan and the frozen iguanas, their time on the boat is well served. Although Ewan does have him a replacement crew this weekend, his normal crew was tied up with work and could not make it, so he had to bring a backup. So Ewan is fighting with a newly formed team. So I think he's doing really well with his add-on for the weekend. So we're going to be getting close to probably about a minute here, just by estimation of where they're sitting and how they're lining up. They're getting kind of close there, so we should be fairly close. These boys are really good at starting, especially over here on the 8 boat. They got 3 seconds, it looks like. So they are going to be winding her up, putting her in the air, and taking off. They hit the line, foiling at time, and it looks like we've got boat 2 is on the inside there, and boat 8 is on the outside, if I'm looking correct. Boat 8 is on the inside here. Boat 2 is on the outside, and we got to start here, and all clear it sounds like. And it looks like old boat 8 has blasted away here, and boat 2 is hanging with him. Matthew is hanging with Ewan here, but Ewan definitely got the launch off the line. He's on the inside line. You got a great opportunity to drive down to him there, Matthew, but you got to get the boat high and drive down hard. And Ewan is real hard to catch when he puts out there and flies above you like that. And there he goes. He's hardening it. He's falling off a little bit here for his second mark. And let's see how Ewan puts this thing through the turn here to the back stretch. See if he can find his way to stay on the foils as he makes his turn. It's kind of difficult in these waves. Let's see how he does here. He stayed in the air. He's still foiling. He is gone. He is gone. Ewan is gone. Matthew, you better hurry. You better hurry. Ewan is already flying. He stayed on the air, on the job, foiling job. Makes it just like that. It's very, very hard to catch the guy if you can't foil job behind him. And that is just a straight Smoke City there down the back stretch. Smoke City coming out of the frozen iguanas. They are raging around. The confidence once you pull the foiling job is just hard to explain. It's hard to explain and hard to catch. Once that foiling job hits that back stretch, you're just launched like out of a cannon. They're ripping along 18, 20 knots right there, no problems. Just having a cocktail on the rail, and not too much worried about the guy that landed on the bottom as he did his jibe. As you can see, that foiling jibe put him so far ahead. He's probably a half a leg ahead now, still over a half a leg now, and just ripping away to the finish. It's going to have to do a lot of work there behind him to catch him, and it's just really tough. So the trick to the whole game is not the secret, stay tight on the mark. It's stay in the air. And I think the boys just put on a master class down this back stretch. That jibe and the back stretch run there, it's just really impressive there, really impressive. Got to do our little harden up here, get ready and pick their line, get set up and see if they can get them a full tack here. If they put the full tack in, they touched it down for the tack, but just going to be about how fast you can rebuild here. If he can rebuild, here comes Matthew trying to get him. He's trying. Ewan rebuilt and he's gone. The frozen iguanas know how to put her boat back in the air fast, and they are just ripping away. And going to be very hard to catch. With that tack was very good. Keep it there. Oh, he set it down, but they are going to be really back on the foils quick if they do well. And there's Ewan finishing the race on them. And That is the first for you, number 1 for Ewan, a number 2 for a second for Matthew, and we will be cutting back after they do a little hot swap here with Zach on boat 2, Darby on boat 3, and Zane on boat 8. We'll be back shortly. We're coming in. This is the start of race heat 2 in round 2. Zach on boat 2, Darby on boat 3, Zane on boat 8. And we have an all clear start. We're coming in here with an all clear start. What boat is here in the lead here? What is this boat? That is boat 8 in the lead. Zane in the lead with boat 3 far right behind him. And that is Darby right behind him, and Zach in third, it looks like. Oh yeah, boat 8 ripping away on the inside there. He might have gotten a little high though. He better get back about a little low. I mean, he might have gotten a little low there. He's trying to work back up, it looks like. Oh, he's pretty low. He's pretty high. I mean, he's gone around. It looks like he's turning for the backstretch here. We missed part of that leg there. That's all right. Sorry about that, guys. Put on a good, nice turn. He's back on the foils quick. Didn't stay in the air through the turn, but he is on the foils, ripping away now. And Zane with a rip off the backstretch there in the lead. Being chased by, looks like Darby's chasing him really hot and heavy. Darby's right on his heels, and he is catching him on the backstretch. Look out, Zane. Here comes Darby. Look out. He's coming up your heels. He is making trees on you, buddy. And here he comes. Darby is coming on the inside, ripping up behind Zane. And this is going to be a close race, it looks like. Darby is working, pulling that extra speed right out of that boat. And he is catching him, catching him, catching him. This is going to be a tight little harden up here. Looks like Darby might be trying to work right inside of him. Darby doesn't want to be on that inside line in case Zane tries to go too fat, too tight. He's going to try and hold him out there. Get that in there. Get on the inside. Get the rights of him. He is catching him. Zane has the right of way. He's the lower boat, so he has to be careful. Darby looks like he's decided he's going to go out wide around him, not try to play on that inside track. Good move there, Darby, in my opinion. Getting in that inside track, it can be a little dangerous. Harder to keep the boat in the air when you're making your turn. Lay in there, stay with it. Make your move at the mark when you can stay in the air there, Darby. You know how to do this. He's still trying. Zane just pulled out from him when he had to make that adjustment to stay out there and not get inside of him. All right, looks like Zane's starting to work his turn around this mark. He's hardened up. Cost him a little time there. He hit the bottom when he hardened up. Darby better keep in there and fly in there on him. All right, Darby. Oh, Darby set it down there in the turn as well. But he's got a nice little angle in there if he can get the boat back up in the air. Set it down in the harden up. That's tough little harden up when you're coming in there that tight. Darby stretched it out a little bit to give him an angle, but he sailed a further distance. And if Zane can put the boat back in the air here, when he freaking takes his move, it's over. Zane will take it to the house. The Yoder's hard to catch when he's in the lead. He's made his final move for the finish, and that'll be the end of that one. He's back on the foils. Darby did not catch him. He made a valiant effort, but it looks like Zane's going to pull out a bullet there for the victory on this race. And it may even have to work a little hard to get it in there on the foils. Don't slack around. He's behind you. Let's see what we got here. It looks like we do have a finish coming up. I've got a bad glare on my monitor, so I'm having a hard time seeing. And looks like that is boat 2 finishing, which would be your third place boat if everything held through that last stretch, which it appears it did. Maybe we'll get us an announcement here from the race committee on final numbers here on who really is in the winner's seat on that one. From this position, it appeared that we had a 8-3-2 as the finish, with Zane as a first, Darby as a second, and Zach pulling out the third here on this this race. I believe that's what we're seeing as Zach gets his way to the end here, and the other two boats are already set up waiting on their swap. Once we'll have, so we had Zane with the first there, Darby with a second, and Zach with a third. Zach served up his first third of the day, and we'll be back with Leland on boat 2, Julian on boat 3, and Cruz on boat 8. As soon as these boats get swapped and ready, and I'm assuring you the boys are hustling to get them on the boats this time because this is their favorite race, the last one. So we'll be back to you here shortly with the last race of the day. And we're back here at the Fairhope Pier for Fast Eddie Fairhope number 2 for the last race of the day. We did 3 rounds today, we'll do 4 rounds tomorrow, and then Sunday we'll start breaking down the fleet and get into some exciting high-paced racing for the cash. We're inside 2 minutes before this start, and on this race we're going to have Leland on boat 2, Julian on boat 3, and Cruz on boat 8. Leland has got Hunter on the boat with him, Julian has Hudson on the boat with him, and Cruz has Joe on the boat with him. So this should be a very exciting race. We're coming up on 1 minute here shortly. I should be getting notified of the 1 minute cycle here shortly. And it looks like the boats are all kind of picking their spot where they want to be, getting their lane sorted out, having their final conversations before they do their run up to the line. And we'll be getting started here shortly. And looks like in this position right here, we're sneaking up on 1 minute. Hopefully I'm going to get my notice here shortly. And our 1 minute will be on there. But it looks like they might be a little under 1 minute. I got a couple of them trying to start lifting the boat here. So up, we're in the seconds now. We're under a minute. We're under a minute. The boats are lining up. We got one way back. He must be really going to push it to the foils on the way. Let's see, who is that? He is on the foils now. He's ready. He's got 10 seconds, and he is foiling at the line. If he's not early, he is going to be in the lead, way in the lead. Up, one over early. Who's over early there? Can't see what boat that was. Boat 3 was over early. Julian Hudson over early. What have we got here? I got a glare on my TV. I can't see. Is that boat 8 in the lead there? Yeah, it looks like boat 8 or boat 2 actually. Boat 2 with the. It's hard to tell because you got a boat 8 on the inside, boat 2 on the outside, or 8 on the outside, 2 on the inside here. 2 is ripping at the mark. It's going to be a tough little maneuver here for 8 to get down, but we're going to have to see how he does it. 2 is coming in hard. He's on the inside line, and we've got a little bear away here. See who does the bear away the best. 8 staying in the lead here. Looks like he's going to go for that wide turn and keep it in the air. He's trying to keep it up high. He's making his move now. Up, up. He's making his turn. He kept it close to the air. He touched it a little bit, but he's going to be back up quick if he can go. And this is 8 trying to get up after his turn to the backstretch. He's now on the backstretch foiling. He did his turn out wide, caught his foils. He's still trying to get it up there on the foils. He's got it there. Just on the edge of foiling, right there foiling, catching the big waves. He's got to get a little higher to get over the waves. Got him a nice lead. Looks like Cruz and Joe. Is that Cruz and Joe out in the lead? What boat is that? 8? Yep, that's Cruz and Joe out there in the lead. And it appears to be boat 2 right there with him, with Leland and Hunter, giving them a run for their money down the back stretch. But got a nice lead. Boat 3 is way back for having to restart. That's tough on them. Tough restart. Hard to get back in the race. Leland and Hunter look like they're on the inside. They're going to do the harden up closer to the maneuver. They have less area to sail, so they're going to be in a little bit of a better position here. Cruz and Joe are going deep. They're going to try and keep it up. Looks like we've got the definitive leader here in Joe and Cruz in boat 8. Leland and Hunter are working hard to catch him, working really hard. Still coming down this backstretch hard and fast. Does his harden up, stays up on the foil in the harden up. This is good for Joe and Cruz. Leland and Hunter take the same move. They're still flying as well. It's going to be a close race. Whoever gets this final tack right and back on the foils or stays on the foils is going to be the winner of this race. Looks like Joe and Cruz have taken the maneuver. They got it almost back up in the foils. Leland and Hunter on the inside with the move. Oh, 3 is back in it. Darby and Noah are back in the race here. They've snuck on the inside. Whoever gets on the foils first is going to win this race. This is coming down close. We've got 2 on the out, 2 coming in fast. They've got the lead. 8 is in the middle. He's working hard. 2 did the pass and takes the victory. Leland and Hunter with the win. Cruz and Joe second. And a valiant effort of trying to get back in this race from Darby and Noah. Julian and Hudson there. After having a little early start there, they're really trying, and they got close in there. Looks like 2 is going to take this one home. And 2 is going to end the day with another bullet. 8 is going to get him a second here. That last little turn there, Leland and Hunter put a maneuver on him. It was very well done. And they're stretching away out to the finish here. Let's see if Cruz and Joe can catch him. They're on him. They're trying. It looks like he may be heading up a little bit, trying to keep that boat flying harder, faster, get it higher in the air. And Cruz and Joe are working hard. They're catching on them. They're catching them. What do we got here? Where's the finish line? We got to be getting close. Looks like everybody's gone off the foil, so it might be a finish there with a 2.83. 2.83. 2.83. Leland first, Julian second, and Cruz second, and Julian third. That was a close race. Well done there at the end there by Leland and Hunter. And we will be back tomorrow for finish our semifinals and go into for the day tomorrow we'll finish our semifinals and then our quarterfinals actually, and then we'll go into semifinals and finals on Sunday. Hopefully we can get some of the semis in tomorrow with this breeze like this. Should be a great day of sailing, and everyone will enjoy themselves. Thank you again to the Blind Tiger for hosting us here at the pier, and A-Game for keeping us hydrated, Florence Marine for keeping the sun off of us, and Think Inflatables for all their support and efforts with boats and inflatables and the almighty dinero. Thank you guys. We'll see you tomorrow.